official Chinese citizens. Traipsed all the way around Beijing for this.
It's under £2 for 2 coffees in the morning. Mental value.
All right, we just had probably our weirdest interaction ever since we've been filming.
My arse actually fell out. I was shitting my pants. She heard an ambulance and she was like, oh, I thought that was for you. Let's have a beer. Hello guys, welcome back. We are currently in Beijing. Today, we wasn't intending to film. We have a few errands to run all over town. It's like a normal day today, but I thought, you know what? We'll take you along with us and see what a normal day is like for us as YouTubers working in China, in Beijing. This is our room. Excuse the mess. It literally looks like a bomb's hit it. But this is the Noah Hotel. We're literally staying in the heart of the Hutongs. See people just getting on with their daily lives outside. And all the Hutongs all around here. The location's like perfect. But we need to head into, I think, like Wang Fuji and into the main districts because we need to go to the bank and we also need to go to shopping to get some stuff. Yeah, we need to get some stuff. And also, our friends, we met some friends on our last job with BYD. They're from Ireland and England. And they want to go out for a beer later, so that's cool. Yeah, so let's crack on. The reason why it's a very good day to do this and a very good location to do this video is it's almost, I think it's just over 2 years since we first landed in Beijing and we actually became the night walking couple. Like 2 years, it's actually flown by so fast. The day we walked from the airport is the day our life changed. I say it to Rianne all the time, but yeah, I honestly believe that. Yeah, we've got a real love affair for this city, and being in the Hutongs, all the old original neighbourhoods, it just makes you feel like, yeah, it just feels good. So we are actually up bright and early. We have already eaten breakfast, had breakfast in the hotel. It was very nice actually, very nice Chinese style breakfast. Very busy this morning, so it's a Tuesday. People are running their errands, going to work, seeing family, whatever they're doing. Also notice as well in China in general, but especially in Beijing, you get a lot of these, the rental bikes and also just normal bikes parked up on the pavement, so there's not as much walking room as you would like. And also the streets get very busy, so you don't always have a lot of room. Also, like another thing, when we first come to Beijing, we were like, we couldn't believe that the cars still go through when it's the green man. So we have learned since, see what I mean? Yeah. We have learned since, so we're, as pedestrians, if there's a green man, we can just walk. And they have to give way to us. But obviously if there's a red man, they need to stop. So they are allowed to go through. And we didn't know that. And we actually said it on a video. And people in the comments were like, oh, you need to learn. They can give way to pedestrians and stuff, and we have learned since. Right guys, we have come to Wang Fuji Street. This is probably the best place to get a coffee, explore, do a bit of shopping. We actually go home a week today. We've been away for like, because if you...
6 months.
6 months, yeah. If you know our life, it's sort of like we travel full time, but we also go home and we also go. We just been to Australia to see family. We do family things and we travel, we work. Come into a Hamleys. You know what Hamleys is? Hamleys like one of the most famous toy shops in England, and they've got one here in Beijing as well. This is what we're after. Yeah, my cousin's kid's like proper obsessed with jelly cats. And there's like some limited edition ones you can get here, but you can't get back at home or anywhere else in Europe. So she told me like specific ones to get. I'm like, what? Well, no.
So the one that Ben's cousin wanted, the dim sum ones are not here, so we're gonna have to go to another one.
Limited edition one, that is, isn't it?
I think, yeah. Well, it's like it's rare to get it out of China, in other words. But we're gonna do a bit of shopping around here before we leave, and I need to get out of it. This music's driving me crazy. So the annoying thing is, we've come outside and it's starting to rain. And I've straightened my hair today, and I don't do that often. But if you look behind us, it's very, very grey, and I'm pretty certain I just heard a bit of thunder. But if you look in front of us, it's blue skies.
Yeah, which sod's law is going to be like coming over and just getting us drenched.
Yeah, but what I was saying earlier on, before I was rudely interrupted, when we started travelling and we actually decided to make this like a full-time career, I said, well, we kind of agreed that if we're going to do it, I still want to have time for family events, going home. So with my sister moving to Australia and us still having family in England, we're going to have to now split it between that each year.
Yeah, which makes China the perfect place to be.
In the middle.
In the middle, yeah. And also, like, it's all circumstantial, like our whole situation. Like when we originally started, we decided, okay, we'll travel for 1 year, and because obviously we were both quite down. We had a business, we had a house. So many ties made travelling life difficult. But we was watching so many YouTube vloggers. We thought, oh, that'd be such a great life, and we thought we'll try it for a year, see how it was. We absolutely loved it. It was hard. It was so hard. We were sleeping in hostels. We had no money at all.
During, I'm not going to say it, the C word, we had to still pay for vaccinations, tests when you arrived into countries.
Everyone was tested.
And that was obviously sucking up all our money. The flights were expensive. So within a year, we had 20 grand to travel and it was gone, like so quick. I've never seen 20 grand vanish so quick.
Yeah, I know. So then we went home. The sensible thing would be to go back to life. I didn't have a job at the time, so find a job. Rianne would have to, she had sold her calf, so she would have to find a job as well, and back to normal life. We didn't want to do that, so we actually sold our house and carried on going. Still, we wasn't making any money. It wasn't until probably 18 months doing YouTube before we made a single penny from YouTube.
It is a very, very, very hard job and career to get into, I have to admit. It's even very hard now. Like, you have some months you're like, oh my god, I'm rich, I'm making so much money, more money than I made at home, and then the next month you're like, okay, we're very tight this month, let's be very careful.
It's very up and down.
Yeah, you never know whether there's money coming in, going out, so it's one of them. It's like it's being self-employed.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah, I also feel like, obviously, I feel like that's why that makes us different. People probably watch us think, oh, you guys are so down to earth. Look, we have been blessed with so many opportunities. We're officially the first influencers to come up here.
Final inspection line, everyone's checking it all through. They've obviously got like a checklist.
So this is the fastest SUV in the whole world. We've worked with some of the biggest companies in the world that like have come to us directly, that want us to make content, inviting us to events. We've been so lucky, honestly, we've been so lucky, and we are so grateful, and we know I'll say how lucky we are. Of course, we make good content and we're consistent. Like Rianne released a video every single day in February. There's no one else doing that.
So we try our hardest and our best, and obviously if it weren't for you guys watching this video, we would not be doing what we love still now 5 years later.
I know.
Where we're actually flying home in a week's time, I want to buy myself like a comfy tracksuit or something like that. I'm not really sure where I want to look, but the first job is actually, we got a bank a few months ago and we've not been able to use it. ICBC, I can't remember what the bank is.
Or something. We literally haven't got no details.
No, so we're going to go in the bank and see if we can get that sorted, because when we get jobs and that, people like China bank to pay in and it hasn't worked, so we need to go and find out, and we want to get like the internet banking sorted out, and obviously if we ever buy an apartment here, it'll make life easier. Yeah. So that's the main job we wanted to get done today. And this street isn't actually all that, like, I don't know if I went into some more of the malls or something, there ain't like any shops that are like standing out to me.
Yeah, but have you seen this street at night? It's like
totally it's different. Beautiful. It's a brilliant street.
This is a great street at night.
Look, there's Tiffany over there. Look, if I wanted some jewellery, there's some good shops. There's Adidas and that. But I think we're going to head to the World Mall. Is it World Mall?
Yeah.
I think it's World Mall. There's another Jellycat shop. There's another Jellycat shop there, and there's a few shops that we like there.
I'll tell you what, I hope my cousin's watching this and realise what goes into like trying to find her a Jellycat.
Right, this is the bank, ICBC, that's the one. Not sure if anyone's going to speak English, so Ben's like writing it on his phone. We'll go and test, because we have got a bank card, so we can kind of hopefully get somewhere with it. All right, we're done. We were in there for about 20 minutes. We were very, very lucky The guy spoke like perfect English.
He spoke perfect English and he was very helpful.
Probably the best place to come is Beijing to get someone that speaks English in the bank.
I put it in ChatGPT actually, and they said Beijing's probably the best place you can do it.
We've got online banking now. We paid some money in there, so we know the cards work and everything. So we're now official Chinese citizens, not really, but we have a working bank account, which makes life just so much easier. So we have a Chinese number, we have a Chinese bank account. The next thing's a Chinese address, and then we'll be properly sorted, won't we?
Yeah, I mean, we spend so much...
Chinese driving licence.
Chinese driver's licence, we need it actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had some fantastic opportunities come up and we didn't we couldn't take full advantage of them because we didn't have a Chinese driver's licence. But aside the point, so we're setting ourselves up because, like we say, China is going to be our middle ground, our base.
Oh, look at this. This looks cool. Wow.
Is that a dig at me?
That was playback.
That was playback. Because when
to me all the time.
Yeah, I do it to Rianne all the time. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this is, we need to set ourselves up. Like Rianne says, we need to have different things. So yeah, bank is the phone number first, bank second, and we're going in the right direction. Address is going to come very soon. All right. Right, we have to get pretty much halfway across the city, but it's probably easier and more comfortable to get a taxi. The reason we're getting the metro is because Beijing traffic is horrendous, absolutely horrendous, and it'll probably take us twice as long to take a taxi than to take the metro. Don't need a ticket. I've got you can download a QR code. So, what stop? What line? What stop? Look at us, only ones using the stairs.
I admit, for fit people, Chinese people are fit, but they do love their escalators. So we traipsed all the way around Beijing for this, but we got it. We got our first official jellycat, even though it's not for us. But we got the, what are they? These are yum sum dumplings. And we got the last box. These little dumplings.
They look tasty, don't they?
They look cool. Well, people are into these and your cousin loves them, so I'm really glad we got them for him. So all this together, like I think you had to pay for the bag, the box, was 408 yuan.
Yeah, we were right in the middle of Beijing, but CCTV. Yeah, there's a big tree in the way, so you can't see.
I know, you picked the perfect spot then.
Also, this one with the, it's got like a spouted head. It's quite a notorious building as well. And the one in front of that is the bank, a building for the bank I just got a bank account with. So this is like the World Trade Center?
CBD, all this.
Oh yeah, it's all the CBD. This is Central Banking District.
So we're going to go in here. This is the China World Mall. It is massive. Like, there's so many different buildings. You don't know how long it took us to find that jellycat shop. Like, it's hard. So we're going to go in there and grab ourselves a coffee because it's now 2 o'clock and we need something to keep us going.
We're struggling. We're struggling.
No, we're not. Just to make Ben carry on with some more shopping. Tomorrow we're actually getting a train down to Shenzhen, and I know what you're going to say. Why are you getting a train? Why aren't you flying? Well, one, it wasn't cheaper. It actually cost us more to get a train, second class. But the main reason is flying, we can't make any content.
It's all about content.
Yeah, if we go on a train, that's like great content, and everyone loves seeing the bullet trains, and we enjoy the bullet.
I've got a great idea for a great video tomorrow, and I feel like it could go mad. But I'll make you wait for it.
And that's why we sometimes choose a 7-hour train journey instead of a 3-hour flight, because we can get content. When we're flying, that's just a whole day wasted.
And you've got to remember, right, flying's very different to being on a train. Here, the infrastructure is amazing here in China, so we can get internet pretty much the whole way on the journey. We can work on our laptop, work on our phones.
So it's like a work day.
Yeah, on a flight, you're just stuck there, scrolling through your photos and that, you've got nothing to do.
Only coffee brand we could find here that's kind of affordable is the M Stand. We've never been here, but someone told us, I can't remember who, a Scribble something. Zach, told us that it's really good Wi-Fi in here. Oh, it's very
bougie.
Bougie, that's the word.
Yeah. We've actually got some work to do as well, so
little break, catch up. Oh wow. Is there a QR code? Americana 28. Cool. It's kind of like Starbucks price. So 2 coffees in here cost us 56 yuan. Alright price, but it's not as good as Luckin, and Luckin's cheaper, but it has got a really cool, cute cafe vibe though.
I actually think it's right.
Yeah, it's alright. It's just, I think Luckin's always going to be number 1. I don't know what it is about it.
I'll tell you something I've done, right? So because we spend so much time in China, I've actually joined, like, I pay like 9.9 yuan every month, whether I'm in China or not in China. I pay it every month, and I actually on my Luckin account, because it comes out comes out my WeChat every time. Yeah, I'm a member, so my Luckin order. So I get me and Rihanna coffee, and it's like, I think it's like, well, is it 18 yuan or something? It's under £2 for 2 coffees in the morning. Mental value. We're going to meet my mate. He's going to meet us in a pub called Commune. It's a very famous pub here in China, but it is 49-minute walk away. Don't really fancy that long walk. Subway would be an easy option, but we're going to get one of these. So they've got these bikes, these shared bikes on the side of the road. We're going to jump on them, and that should hopefully half the time.
And it's good for you. Don't go, Ben, it's a red man.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
You're like a child.
Don't follow the crowd.
He follows them.
Yeah, but he's doing it. Oh. Yeah, it's good exercise. It's good exercise.
Yeah.
And there you go, there's a better view. I told you I'll bring it to you. I'm good like that. Whatever I say, I'll do. I'll look for the yellow bikes.
Yeah, you get the one over there, but I want that blue one.
Yeah, the yellow bikes work better for me. Oh, you'll go.
I just said the yellow box over there.
Well, go on then, you go blue.
So this is so simple. I'm going to say this and it'll probably won't be. I like how they've now put in these, you can put your phone in the phone holder.
It's
so
clever.
You can have your map
it's
on.
Clever.
So it's come up. Should unlock it. 6. There you go. That easy. It's unlocked. And then you just slide that when you're finished.
You didn't sound confident though.
I was confident. It literally took seconds.
It went, hello, the
But we're in.
I need to get a yellow one.
And for years, you can easily adjust your seat as well by hooking that up.
Yeah.
I only just found that out recently as well.
Someone told me that them ones were the best ones.
Which ones?
The like that colour, they're like greeny bluey ones.
Really?
Yeah. So maybe you try them. I'm gonna lead the way. Oh. How good's this, right? It says here I've used the bike 5 times in 7 days. It's gonna cost me 5.3 yuan.
You haven't used it 5 times?
No, this is what I'm paying for, so I can use it 5 times.
Oh, okay. Can we go now? Have you... Oh, you ain't got a phone holder.
No,
I don't know where I'm going though.
just straight down it is.
Just straight down, yeah? Alright then. Go on then. Woo! Bye. He's off. He's left me behind. Oh gosh, it's hard one-handed. Alright, look on a bike. Has it done it? Yep, done. Alright, we're both thirsty and need a break. So Ben said there was a shop here, but I don't ever trust anything Ben says. Don't leave my bag. And I've got like 20 bags to carry while you walk off.
Sorry, Rhiannon.
Well, can't be a bit helpful.
Yeah, there's a Lawson's in there, I think.
Is there? Come on then. I've got a banging headache. I think it's because we've drunk coffee and no water, barely any water today, so I need to go and get one. Here we go, Lawson's. Simple and easy. I don't know if you can get like paracetamols in here. I don't think you can just get them like randomly in the shop. I think you've got to go to like a pharmacy. I don't think I've ever bought paracetamols in China. Where's Ben? He's just grabbing us. A couple of bottles of water. You got some? Down here. There you go, 2 yuan each. 4 yuan. I think that one.
I'm not ready.
Shocking.
I'm not ready.
Quick. Wait.
Easy as that.
Done.
Yeah.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Yes.
I paid for everything else today.
So in the Western world, right, people are going berserk about the world turning cashless, but how easy is that? No
queuing.
Yeah, no queuing, no cash, no change. 2 seconds, in and out. Bottle of water for all you want. People that want to hear me say it.
All right, back on the road, back on our little bikes. All right, we just had probably our weirdest interaction ever since we've been filming. So this guy's come up to us. He don't speak any English. He's like, ni hao, so we've had to get our translation thing out because he's like pointing at our camera and saying something.
We thought he was a fan.
We thought he was a fan. But he was like, can you, he was like, when you were filming just a minute ago, can you delete the video? And I was like, I looked back at it and I showed him it. It was like, yeah, can you delete that? I was like, well, not really. It's like a 3-minute video of loads of things. I said, I'll just make sure you're not in it. It's him, literally, all he does is walk behind us. It's not in it. I've cut it out, I'll blow him out, everything. And he stood there he wasn't aggressive, he wasn't mean, he was really nice about it. Yeah, but he like stood there for ages saying, can you delete it or cut it out? I said, we can't cut it out on our camera, but we can cut it out when we get it on our laptop. I'll promise you won't be in there.
And we will.
Yeah, well, like, fair enough. If I know we're in a public place, you can film anywhere, but if people don't want to be in our video, we'll never put them in there.
Yeah. And also, like, it might be because of his job or anything, and we're not. Yeah.
See, these kids want to go, hey!
They want to be in it. They want to be in it.
See?
Yeah, but we don't. Honestly, we don't want to jeopardise any like professional job or anything. That's not what we're gonna do. He was literally in the background. He wasn't even in the video really, and there's no purpose for him to be in the video. So yeah, we will definitely cut him out. No one probably would have noticed.
Fair enough. I did notice his bag said like something about university, so it's probably something to do with his job. But yeah, I've never had that before. That's quite crazy.
I'll tell you what. we literally just went through a bit where there was big old. It felt like lorries and buses, and we were like crossing an intersection. My arse actually fell out. I was shitting my pants. But we're like 3 minutes away now. Beijing's quite crazy, especially the traffic in Beijing. Wow. I've never like drove through it, but it's scary. It's scary.
Done?
£1.50.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't even check what one was. Oh, $1.99.
That was crazy though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was actually pretty scary. Like, we've been on these bikes a few times. That time I felt like I nearly died about 3 times.
Yeah, I did as well.
I think it was too busy, and the cycle lanes aren't cycle lanes. They've literally got cars, they've got buses, they've got everything in it.
People?
So people were walking in it.
Aunties.
Yeah, it was quite a lot. All right, I think we deserve that beer and cocktail.
I cannot wait.
It's cool where we are. I don't actually know. Do you know what area it is?
I don't know what area it is. Really nice area though. Upmarket, definitely.
Very busy.
Yeah, all of Beijing's busy. The roads are busy, the foot traffic's busy.
Oh, we're into Tahiti.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know where we are, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
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 Tai Ku Li we are,
Yeah, that's it.
which we've been to many times. Yeah, we know where we are.
recognise it now.
But we're normally at night anyway. He's just sent me a photo actually, he's already got a point.
Oh, we've gone past it.
Have
Where
we?
is it? This is the thing, it's trying to find it.
Is it round the back there?
Maybe. It's like here.
Commune X.
That's the better one.
Yeah. Remember that if you're coming to China, Commune X is the better one. Commune X. So I reckon that hopefully should be, as soon as we get in, we should see it. Yeah. Very fancy here though. Very fancy. Fancy for a beer. But I'm dying for a beer. Mate, you just missed the chaos.
What happened?
With bikes, mate, fucking nearly died 20 times. She heard an ambulance. And she was like, oh, I thought that was for you. Let's have a beer. Right, it is the morning after. Honestly, we drank so many beers yesterday and we had such a laugh, to be honest. But yeah, feeling it this morning. Woke up and this woman's doing some exercise and some like sword stuff. That's the great thing about being in like a local area. But yeah, just really, we just wanted to make this video to show you what an average day is like for us. Obviously, we don't always go out and
we never go out.
We never go out and get drunk, to be honest. But we've done some work with some people, and sometimes it's necessary to socialise as well. So yeah, had a good time. So loads more to come from China. So if you like China content, if you like to see us travel everywhere around the world, subscribe.
Behind us, it's gone grey, very grey, and I'm pretty certain. So where we're actually flying home in a week's time, I actually want to get myself like a comfy tracksuit or something to fly in there.
I do love their yeah.